Oh, hey, how's it going? Good morning. I didn't see you there. Having my coffee. Just kidding, there's nothing in here. I set up the camera just for this moment to look like I'm having this existential moment in nature, but I'm not. I woke up about 2 hours ago and already drank my coffee. That's why it's empty. It was full of coffee, but now it's not. I'm gonna take my first shower. My Nemo shower over there is heating in the sun. You see it? So I'm going to use my Nemo shower for the first time. I'll let you guys know how it goes. But there's water in it and it's heating up. And I've got this like tarp thing, or not tarp, it's like this little pop-up tent thing. In 2 days, I will be running the Scout Mountain 50K, which is actually Scout Mountain is right there. That's Scout Mountain. There's a dude right there like staring at me filming. Sometimes I feel so awkward filming. I thought I was safe, but I'm not. He's staring at the mountain like I am. But anyways, I'm gonna run up Scout Mountain in about 2 days. And it's about 7,500 feet in gain, 35 miles. Pretty tough race. Today is Thursday. I can't see him anymore. If I can't see him, it means he's not there. If I can see him, then he's there listening. But anyways, I'm gonna go to McDonald's, upload a video, and then try to figure out what I'm gonna do for the race, as far as like how much food I need to eat, you know, a strategy. And then I have a talk with my coach later today, and then I'll see my friends Mike and Leah. What up? It's College Campus Terra here at Idaho State University. I went to McDonald's and did some work there. Y'all know McDonald's has good food, but did you know they also have amazing Wi-Fi? I didn't until I started this adventure a month ago. You could probably get, like, if you went to Starbucks, you could probably get like one Starbucks drink for the price of like an entire McDonald's meal. Just saying. My friend Mike is running the 100-miler and they are getting an Airbnb. I'm gonna park in, I think I already said this, but I'm gonna park in their driveway of their Airbnb. I'm gonna volunteer at Good Enough aid station. We're just hanging out in Pocatello, Idaho. It is very beautiful. If you've never been to Idaho, I highly recommend it. Might go back to McDonald's, get me a fudge sundae on a Thursday. Heck yeah. I did come up with like mottos for the race, for the 50K I'm doing. I did come up with like goals I want to do, and I think I'm just going to go out there, enjoy the course, just try to have fun and just focus on effort, focus on how I'm feeling, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I have not been acclimating that well at altitude. I have had some struggles. So I'm going to go out there, have fun, see how I'm feeling, you know, test out the nutrition, test out the poles. This is all in preparation for Hard Rock.
500 ml Osprey bottles, unless it specifies on the spreadsheet here with like HH.
It is Friday morning, and today I have a lot of things planned. So I'll go to the start of Scout 100 miler, watch my friend Mike start. He's got a really good crew with him. At 1, I have volunteering at the Good Enough aid station, and that's till 5:30. And then at that point, I think I'll get like dinner and try to go to bed after that, because my start time's at 7:30, but you have to catch a shuttle from a high school in the morning. So I think I'm gonna get there early so I can get on the shuttle and get to the start. So I'm trying to do like preemptively, like get my pack together. I'm gonna be carrying everything I need from the start. It's gonna be super heavy. 7 hours worth of gels. This is a lot. I don't know. And then I'm gonna carry poles so I can practice my poles. I'm gonna have a bladder for the first time in forever. I have for most of my ultra career. I have used like bottles like this. I'm gonna carry one of these with some nutrition, some liquid calories in it. But I'm gonna have a bladder for water. Here for the long haul. But I don't want your eyes.
Yeah, but you have the Insta360? You were like, that's
I don't, no. I have the iPhone 15.
A little more like down this way.
Pre-cooling.
Shirt too, Mike.
Sorry.
This is beginning of Scout Mountain 100 miler, and it is so hot right now. But Mike pre-cooled, so we're good there. We have ice in the sleeves, we have ice, we have water. Here he comes.
Yeah, Justine!
Woo! Yay! Woo!
Let's go, Mike!
Hey, Mike! Yeah, Mike! Have fun, guys!
Go, people!
Have fun, y'all! Woo! It's gonna be a beautiful day. Have fun, y'all. Hey. Woo! Have fun, you guys. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Got our water station here. Got a cup wash. Got some reusable cups for Coke. Drop bags. Seats, foods. We got potatoes, grapes, nuts, salt, watermelon, brownies, cookies, chips, goose, ice, trash.
Good job, buddy. Hey, locked in. Stay locked in.
Hey, what's your number? 27, thank you.
Oh, it's so excited. For Fred. It's Fred. Good for him. He looks happy too.
Well, I think he has the crew right over there.
Yeah, they've got like a whole thing of ice and whatnot.
I'm picking up my dinner at Thai Kitchen Restaurant. I hope this isn't a bad idea because of how spicy it is, and sometimes they like mix it with nuts. We'll see. We're just being crazy. We're being crazy for this 50K. Not following the script I usually follow, so let's go get some Thai kitchen restaurant. It smells good. Bag secured. No nuts, I don't think. Let's check. That would really suck if it had nuts in it. I had an allergic reaction before my race. No nuts. Oh my gosh. Look at that, y'all. Oh, it smells so freaking good. Still trying to do this entire trip on a budget, but sometimes food just hits differently, especially before a race. It's just like you're fueling your body. You're fueling your body. It is race morning. It's like 5:15. I slept okay. So. Kind of normal for me in races. Gotta get my glitter on. That's a lot of glitter. Goodness gracious. I don't need all of that. Like, it's not a long race, but I do want to practice with my poles. But it just seems like overkill. You know what I mean? It just seems like a little much.
You would rather yeah. Let's think about it. What's the brand new?
55 seconds until the start. 55 seconds, get excited!
Almost 4 miles in. This is hard. How to up. Goal is to survive. Just survive. That's always the goal, right? Just past Elk Meadow aid station. I think I'm going down for a bit. Got about 5 women on my tail. It's hot. It's getting hot. It's beautiful though. Not super technical. Lots of bugs. Really tough right now. Having a lot of problems. Do what I can. Oh man. Struggling a lot. Really struggling. Legs feel just completely depleted. I have to run up that. I can do it. Just rallied on this downhill, trying to make space between me and second. She got ahead of me for a bit. So, trying to take advantage of how I feel right now, which is okay. Toes hurt. Me and Kat, we are almost there.
Almost there. Good job.
Just a little hill. What's going on with my face? Struggling, y'all. That was a freaking hard ass race. It was a hard race. really difficult. Got second by like 30 seconds. Got the time that I thought I'd get, but for some reason I feel like there's still so much work I have to do. Maybe one day I'll get it right. What do I need to do better? Be faster? Be better at altitude? Be able to mentally like push at the end? We're running together until the road, which was a quarter mile out. I'm gonna go over the race a little bit. I didn't do a lot of videoing after the race. That last video before I'm filming this one was rough. I was so tired. I was mentally fatigued, and you could tell I was just so bummed. After some sleep, 2 nights of sleep, and a little clarity, I think I can properly talk about this race and not be so sad. And honestly, it was a great race. It was a great race, and I'm not sure why I was so sad. Honestly, it was probably because I was hungry and tired and just like mentally exhausted. There's been a lot going on. A lot of life has happened. A lot of traveling. I did that race. Didn't go exactly the way I envisioned, and that's usually what happens with races. It's not like races always go perfectly to plan, but for some reason it just like affected me a lot. It just seemed like all of these factors converged, and I was just like a little upset. I don't think I was like super upset, but I was definitely like more upset than necessary. Currently, I am in Grand Junction at my uncle's place. He is a landscaper, and he's got a beautiful piece of property here. He is actually on that, I don't even know what you'd call that thing. It's not a bulldozer. What is that? I don't know what that is. It's so nice to be here. I'm going to be here for another day before I head for Durango and the San Juans and Silverton and start my hard rock training. I'm going to be here and just relax. So after the race, I waited an hour for this bus to come, and I was like so tired. And then I drove 2.5 hours to Salt Lake City, got there at like 10 p.m. and saw Rascal, as some of you might know. Rascal is my best bud I met on the Appalachian Trail in 2019. I hung out with her, and that was really nice, but I was mentally exhausted then too. Left the next day and drove 4 hours to Grand Junction, and I'm here. Had a great night's sleep last night and just feel like a new person. Anyways, I was gonna go over the race real quickly and talk about how it went. I feel like I filmed a lot of it, and that was great, but there's a lot that happened that I didn't talk about during the filming. So I felt pretty good the start of the race, and then about 10 miles in, you start to climb up Scout Mountain. You start making your way up Scout Mountain, this long, like uphill. You do bounce down for a little bit, but then you climb pretty much up the entire thing. And I was thrown off by the fact that I couldn't really keep up my hiking pace. And I hate making excuses for when races don't go perfectly the way I envisioned, because that's just how racing is. I definitely felt the altitude. It was about a week at altitude, and definitely felt it. And also my heart rate was really high for pretty much the entire race. Like I couldn't get my breathing straight. I couldn't just calm down. And then climbing was just really difficult. I could not climb up efficiently, and that really got in my head. And this is just a constant struggle. Something I have to continue to work on is like my mentality during races, and how to stay positive and how to move continuously. And I did keep that in mind. I did move continuously, but I could have done better as far as like running up or just keeping like a solid pace up the mountain. Around the time you get to the top of Scout Mountain, that's when Kat, I don't know how to say her last name, but it starts with a P. She caught up to me and we were chatting for a little bit, and she's a great competitor. We had a great competition the last 10 to 12 miles. We were leapfrogging each other. I really do love competition. Obviously, when you don't win a race, it's obviously like, oh dang, like darn, you know, you always want to win, but competition really makes you push harder and go further into, you know, the limits you thought you had. So racing against her, I was like pushing myself to get up those mountains faster. So she went ahead on the mountains. As soon as we got to the Scout Mountain, it's a downhill, and I just knew I'm gonna push this downhill. So I really worked hard to like run down that downhill at a really efficient pace and get ahead. And there was some glissading, and that was so much fun. And there's a point where I caught up to her, obviously, when we're on our way down, and she was like looking at a path to choose for the glissading, and I just like jumped into it and just like went straight down and just took off after that. I just started running really, really fast, and I created distance between us. But then, you know, another uphill would come. There was about 7,500 feet in climbing at this race. And so as soon as a climb would come, I would look behind me. I know you're not supposed to do that in a race, but I would look behind me, and she was right there. She was right there with me as we started climbing. It was just a back and forth, a leapfrog action. She would catch me on the uphills, and I would create distance on those downhills, and she was right behind me. And we got to the road, and she just took off. We had about a quarter mile left, and she took off, and I tried, like, my legs. I was willing my legs, like, let's go, let's do this. And I just could not keep up. I just could not keep up. And I think that's part of like mentality. I think I definitely need to work on my mentality a little more. I do believe that mentality has a huge impact on our performance. So maybe when she started taking off, maybe that did something to me. I don't quite remember. And then, you know, that affected, you know, the physiology. And then I saw my friends who were there they were a little out from the finish line, and I saw them, and I just started like sprinting even faster. I felt so encouraged when I saw them, and finished the race 9 seconds behind Kat, second place. It was about 6 hours and 10 minutes. And honestly, like, yeah, it stinks not to be first. That is always the goal going into a race, is to win. But I know that I got a lot from this race. One, I got to use my poles a lot, which is necessary for hard rock. Two, I was able to practice fueling. Fueling wasn't great. I know there's a lot of work I need to do on that front. I got to run around in Idaho, which was so cool. Never been to Idaho. Was lucky enough to run 35-ish miles on the trails there. Definitely have some things to work on in preparation for hard rock. This was honestly everything that I wanted out of the race. I wanted to prepare and practice for hard rock, and that's exactly what I did. So I'm pretty happy. I'm more rested. I'm not so bummed. That was a sad video, but I was so tired. I got to give myself grace. Like, it's okay to be sleepy and tired after a race. This past Tuesday, I did post a video interviewing my friend Rascal, members only, because we're chatting about the Appalachian Trail FKT, and she's the crew chief, so I'm doing an interview with her. And then I also talk about, you know, this past week, why we almost canceled the Appalachian Trail FKT. So if you'd like to know why we almost canceled it last week, then you can become a member and watch that video. I have 3 tiers, and every single tier gets access to those members only videos. I really appreciate all of y'all. I think I have about 17 members that have joined, and I'm really thankful for you guys because you are supporting and believing in this FKT. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. And hopefully by that time, I'll be in the beautiful San Juan Mountains, lollygagging and frolicking through the mountains. That's all for right now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.